The secret to your success in anything you do is having the ability, and this is the most hardest thing about the human nature, especially in the environment and the what's the word I'm looking for, and the you know, and the society we live in, right? Everything is so instant, everything is so instant, everything is so instant, and that actually stops us from moving forward. One of the biggest things that I've learned through my time, and things that stop me continuously to this day, is having that need to get that instant pleasure, instant pleasure, instant pleasure. And then we arrive somewhere 12 months from now, you know, and we realize that if we just did certain things in our life, you know, day by day, week by week, month by month, and if we did those certain things really well, we'd end up in a much better place, you know, 12 months from now. You know, if you're looking at your life, you know, 12 months before where you're watching this video right now, I guarantee, right, you obviously have aspirations, you have dreams, you have goals, and so on and so forth. Coming up to 2019 right now, one of the most important things that I can recommend you do is look at your life and look at what you really want to do in your life, and then say, what sort of habits can I create? What sort of habits can I create on a day-by-day basis that will build momentum over a week, over a month, over months, and then that'll actually start building from there. Also have a look at your life and say, okay, what are the habits that I'm doing that is actually stopping me from moving forward? One of my biggest things with my trading is that stopped me from achieving my goals that I wanted this year. Now I did well from trading overall, but one thing that stopped me was over trading and so on and so forth. So think about your trading is that you know, to go slow equals faster, patience, and so on and so forth. Because if you ever look at your life, right, like what are those habits, what are those things that you're doing that's actually sabotaging yourself, you know, 12 months from now? And what are those habits that you can start doing to start moving forward, you know, long term, you know what I mean? So for me, if I look at my life, if I look at, okay, where I want to be 12 months from now, one of the things is that it's action and patience equals massive results. And you know, action, just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. You know, being patient and so on and so forth with your trades. One of the most important things that I'm learning right now myself is just how important that longer term view and doing that day-by-day actions and allowing that momentum to naturally carry over itself. You know, no matter what you're doing in your health, in your fitness, in your finances, in your body, in any area of your life, that's what you want. It's so important to try to look at your life in a way of saying, okay, this is where I want to be 12 months from now, and and it's not about doing that. It's not about rushing it to get to the finish line. It's about what can I do today? What sort of action can I do? What habit can I create that's going to start to build momentum? That's going to get me there a lot quicker. Because I guarantee you right now, right, we can look back over the time and we'd say, okay, we'd be in a much different place right now if we did X this year. If we slowed down, if we just did it every single day, we only took the best setups and so on and so forth. Make sense? In any area of your life. No, I'm guilty of that as well too. I'm not talking at you, I'm talking with you, because that's some things that I've done in my life as well too, and I've always looked for that instant pleasure. And suddenly 12 months later, we're looking at a life, so okay, then there's certain things we can learn. Right now, one of the best things that I'm doing right now is looking back, so okay, where I want to be, but then also what I need to do every single day to create that movement. But not only that, with everything, with my business, with my trading and so on and so forth, what do I need to do to start building that momentum, but also with my trading and so on and so forth. Make sense? But also you know, looking back and having a real good look at myself, so okay, what are the habits that I'm doing that's stopping me from moving forward? Because if I want to move forward, it all starts with me, right? So start to move forward in a big way. You could have an amazing 2019. Ask yourself, where are you slowing yourself down? What are you doing? And then having that long-term view. So okay, where I want to be 12 months from now, this is where I actually want to be in my life 12 months from now. And if you're not making any money from trading, as an example, don't say, well, I want to be doing 100 grand a month. You know, like, bring it back a little bit. You know what I mean? It's you know, you got to bring it back a bit. But then ask yourself, what do I need to do every single day to start building that momentum that's going to get me the results? Most people, what do? They trip over themselves. They just jump from system. They think it's a system, but they have no consistency, discipline, patience, they have their mindset, and so on and so forth. So where do you want to be 12 months from now? What are the habits that you need to start doing every single day that's going to get you closer to that, and then also have a look at yourself and say, okay, what habits, what actions have you taken this last 12 months that stopped you from moving forward? Be honest with yourself. This isn't about putting yourself down. This is about being real and raw with yourself, because you seriously want to get results without having a hard look at yourself. Like, okay, where am I going wrong? What am I doing to cause this? And then from doing that, you can start to recognize where you're going wrong, recognize what you need to work on, recognize what you need to start putting in, as in like disciplines every single day. So, okay, now I've had, so for example, for me, mine is over trading. From time to time, I overtrade. So every single day, I just have to have a mental attitude of that I'm not taking bullshit trades. I'm only going to take a trade that is A+. And if that means I have to wait a whole day, if that means I have to wait a whole week, if that means I have to wait a whole month for that one really good setup, then I'm going to do it. Make sense? And having that there, because I know 12 months of that is going to equal massive results. But if I go into my bad old habits, which is overtrade, I want to trade. I haven't had trade for a week. Quick, I've got to get in. Oh, look, this video. I said, and boom, right? And then suddenly 30, 60 days later of doing that shit, my man's like, man, I just wish I was back at break even. Makes sense? I always tell my private clients is that if you haven't been trading for a whole week and there hasn't been any trades, guess what? You're actually up. You're not behind. You're actually up. You're not behind. Makes sense? You know, and that's the reason why I've created. That's why the reason why I've created the Master Trader Lab monthly. I'm giving away free trials to that at mastertraderlab.com. Mastertraderlab.com. I'm giving away free trials to that because I want to teach you these things to help you move forward in a big way when it comes to your trading and understanding these concepts. Not only that, but the most important parts to you actually moving forward in your trading career. Make sense? So, quick recap. Firstly, where do you really want to be 12 months from now? Secondly, start with what have you done that's actually stopped you from moving forward? Secondly, what do you need to start doing every single day? What is a daily habit or daily focus you need to start doing every single day? And with that daily habit, that daily focus, that's gonna equal massive results a week from now, 60 days from now, 90 days from now. You know what I mean? Start looking at that, and you start to see by you actually doing less, by you slowing down and having consistent, disciplined habits within whatever you want to achieve in your life, you'll notice that 90 days from now, you're achieving so much more results by slowing down, being creative, thinking clearly, and taking things in a methodical steps.